Uh, Carpenter 231, hello. Let's get on to live scene. See if it pulls it up. It does. Let's jump into career. Let me use 13. Let's jump into the new Hidden Lakes map. See what we can. I thought it was ready for testing yesterday, but I ended up fixing about 5 or 6 issues that I found yesterday. So never did get testing done yesterday. Now it is a 16 times map, and it's going to take a couple seconds to load the first time in. We'll see what kind of damage we can get done today. The map is heavy on, it's got large fields, it's both multiplayer and single player friendly. How's the weather been in Oklahoma? We've had thunderstorms the last 2 days. But it was in the 60s yesterday, it's in the 40s today. But at least the sun's back out today. We've had nothing but rain the last couple days. But 16 times map, large fields, both multiplayer and single player friendly, plenty of room to put factories down. Heavy on mining, heavy on fishing. True, it's been in the 70s here. Carpenter, remind me where you are at. I can't remember. Let's jump into start. Let me make sure switch to trains are off. They are. Alright, I'm going to go to 1 speed. I'm going to leave traffic on for now. Let's turn off, plant growth fast, withering off, crop destruction off, plowing on, lime on, and weeds off. Let's do a quick save. Mobile. I want to get back to Alabama in the worst way. I spent 6 years in Huntsville. Alright, so let me pull up the PDA. PDA is not finished, it's still a work in progress. I got to draw all the roads in, but they're done by hand. So we have 57 fields. Field 17, the train tracks run through the field. So the field splits train tracks, and up here on field 30 splits the river. So got a part of the field on. Are you going to start anything for 22 today? No, I'm going to let 22 sit for another couple weeks because both the game and the editor are a broken piece of crap. So I'm not in any big hurry to start anything on 22. So that is, basically this is the islands map without the islands. So your garage. Start off with the DB120, the Cameo harvester, couple of Fendt tractors, Case Titan, both headers for the harvester. We have the windrow, lime spreader, the little K100 with the slide-on tipper. Starts off with a plow, pickup truck, and the lawnmower. So yeah, eventually we'll get to 22. I'm just in no big hurry to start anything with 22. Alright, if I head back to the house, so over on, we're still going to call this Animal Island because it is surrounded by water. So we have the main farmhouse with, let me grab some speed. So I have the main farmhouse here, and I left you plenty of space to put all your own sheds down. I start you off with 2 covered sheds and a silo on the main farm. And then I gave you a bunch of silt sitting up here in the middle of your yard, and you can use the silt to make fertilizer with. So starting you off with a little bit of goodies. In new farmer mode, you get the farmyard, half of the grass meadow. You still have to buy the other half of the grass meadow, but start you off with half the grass meadow. Start you off with fields 26, 27, 31. The area over here, there's part of a forest and fishing. And then I start you off over here, this little area on the right, there's a stone processing plant. So basically, like, not the stone processing plant, but a stone mine. So I start you off with the stone mine over to the right. We are going to take a look at our fields. What did I say we own? 26, 27, 31. Let's see what kind of state they are in. They're going to need plow. I'm sure they're going to need plow and lime. They are going to need plow and lime. All right. So let's take care of our fields first. Let's grab our, where's the lime? Which one did I put lime in and which one did I put fertilizer in? You are lime. Alright, let's take this guy down to one of our fields. About 80% of the fields on this map ended up being like an odd shape. The way the mountains and the river turned out. I couldn't get a lot of square fields in. We'll do more of a map tour on map release day. But let's get some of our fields taken care of. Then we're going to scoop up some stone and earn some money. Hoping the Wi-Fi holds out. And I know this thing doesn't hold a lot of lime, so we're going to have to put a lime station down to get us started until we start making our own. But let's get some field work done, and we'll take a... Then I'm going to head up, once we get all of our fields ready to plant, I'm going to run over to the stone mine and grab some stone so we can get some cash, get some other factories up. Gotta go because I gotta test the map out for somebody. No, thank you for stopping in. Much appreciated. Hoping to get this one released for either Christmas Eve or Christmas Day to everybody. Depends on how well testing goes this weekend. And I think when I empty this, we're going to upgrade to the bigger lime spreader. Yeah, we're definitely going to upgrade to the bigger lime spreader. I'm going to take out a loan until we get some stone stuff sold. Oh. Alright. Field 1 lime. Let's head over this way. As soon as I run this empty, I'm going to upgrade it. Sassy155, good morning. Thanks for stopping in. I didn't do much of a map tour because I want to get in here and get testing done. We'll do more of a map tour on release day. I'm going to try and get the beta test map to the Patreons either tonight or tomorrow, as soon as I get Dixie a copy. So probably tomorrow. It'll be the beta test map. The same one that we're going to test with. 4-month subscriber. Yeah, I'm just trying to empty this lime spreader so I can upgrade it. I don't like this one. But even the starter fields on here are pretty large. Yeah, I don't like this. I can't judge the edges with this lime spreader. Sounds awesome. Can't wait. Yeah. This is like the first day of literally the first couple minutes of testing. Dixie doesn't even have a copy yet. So I wanted to make sure it was stable before I uploaded it tonight. 'Cause it's between the map and the common files, it's going to take me about 2 hours, hour and a half to 2 hours to upload the map. So I just wanted to make sure there was nothing else. Ooh, more stuff for me to break. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure there were no major issues before I uploaded it tonight. You'll definitely get a copy tonight. As soon as we get our field work taken care of, we're going to jump into a couple of factories as soon as we earn some cash. Three decent-sized starter fields on new farmer mode. PDA is not finished, but I can do that while Dixie's testing. I just have to draw all the roads in. But that won't affect any game saves. I did get a couple more errors out of the log this morning, so it is now completely error-free. I had to fix a couple of sound files. So if you're familiar with the islands map and you're just joining me, this is basically the islands map without the islands. We kept Mining Island but made some changes to it. We kept Animal Island. We kept BGA Island intact, and then I got rid of most of the water and joined all the islands together by land, and they're now connected by roads. Nothing buildable on this map. Everything is built for you. It is super single player friendly. It is multiplayer friendly because I built like 6 different starting farms into the map. There's 5 or 6 different places for fishing. They're all individually owned. Alright, we are going to get rid of this trailer and upgrade. So let's head back to the farm. Alright, so over here by Animal Island, let me just do a quick tour. So right over here by Animal Island, if I drive straight just ahead of me at the end of the road, there is a gas station where you can get gas, a earthworm factory to my right. There's an oil well right here. Oh crap, the traffic's messed up. I gotta fix the traffic spline. That was pretty funny. Yeah, I gotta fix this traffic spline. Let me make a note for myself. There's a bait house right here for you. There is this craft building right here only makes cheese, so that's a cheese house. So you can make cheese to make your bait with. And we have a hatchery. You can get your seafood. And then you have to take the seafood to the fish processing plant to process it out. And then I left you a space here to put more placeables down. But let's get rid of this and let's upgrade it. So I'm going to have to fix that traffic spline before I upload the map tonight. That's the second time I've had problems with that same spline. I'm going to, let me unattach from that real quick. Let me grab some cash until we can earn some. I don't want to cheat any in. I don't expect anything to be game breaking, where we're going to have to do a restart. But let me just grab some cash till we earn some money. So I want to also throw a couple factories down. So let me just throw like $1 million in here and we can repay it later. That should get us started. Let's head into here. I want to sell off this lime spreader. If I can find it. This guy. And then let's grab one more of these. Oh crap, let me grab my store delivery mod, or it's going to end up at the store. Alright, store delivery mod. Let's grab this guy. And then I want to get a lime station down. Let's grab, where are they? Miscellaneous, I think. Until we start making our own lime. Let's throw one right there. So let me grab my notebook while this is filling. Let's get the cover open. All right, while that's filling, let me grab a clean page of my notebook. Alright, I gotta fix the traffic spline. So, and get my monitor straightened up. A sip of coffee. Alright, while this is filling, let's jump into, wrong one, let's jump into here. So we have, there's an apartment complex up here for you to store workers and another farm and a silo up here by field 44. Over here by field 1, there's a pond for fishing, a earthworm storage, and a fish. So you bring your earthworms over by a tractor trailer, load your boat, go out into the water, do your fishing, pick up the fish, bring it back to another warehouse that stores the fish. Then you have to bring your tractor trailer over, pick up the fish, and take it to the fish processing plant. That's over by field 1. We have an earthworm factory on the mining island. There's a diner sell point. There's the firewood sell point. And then inside of the mine, we have a copper mine, a nickel mine, a clay pit, a coal mine, and an ore mine inside of the mine. And then on top of the mountain, above the mine, there's a big pond up here for fishing. So there's another earthworm warehouse and a fish warehouse on top of that mountain. There's another earthworm factory here. We have Nick's Hideaway. Mini mill that's going to make you, I believe, milk, soy milk, and flour and cornmeal, I think. I had a little space here, so I threw a lemon orchard in. Oil well 3, earthworm factory 3. Over here by field 7 and 8, there's another apartment complex for you to store workers, and a place to put factories down by field 7 and by field 5. There's another farm here with a silo on this empty island. Down by the beach, there's another farm here, and a silo. There's a hatchery here, a sand mine, and a bait house for you to make more bait. Over by field 16 along the beach, there's another hatchery, another apartment complex for you to store workers, another bait house, and a couple more hatcheries over here. Let's skirt the outside. Over by fields 52, 53, there's another farm apartment complex and another big area to put factories down. We have over by 50, we have the landfill sell point, and then near field 35 and 36, there's another place here for fishing. So earthworm factory, or earthworm storage, bait fish storage. Over by field, up the hill from field 37, another farm, another silo, and then a huge place for you to put factories down. We have Mammoth Mill is built in. I have the slaughterhouse is built in. Another fish processing plant, poultry house, BGA, and gas on that island. And then outside of the island, we have stone processing, stone mine, granite mine, a couple of wash plants, and then another spot for fishing, a couple of wash plants, and then another farm, and another area for you to put factories down. We have an oil well. We have the smokehouse built in. Express staffing is right here for you to make your workers. And then we have the boathouse. Across here is all of your sell points. So that's basically the city. On top of, inside of Center Mountain is a gravel mine and a stone mine. And then on top of the mountain there's a lake for fishing. Another fish processing plant. And then we have another place here for fishing in the main lake. And earthworm storage, fish storage. That's pretty much what I have built into the map. Really quick tour. We'll do more of an in-depth tour on release day. But let's head down and get these fields taken care of. And the mining is a lot easier on this map. All you have to do is take water and diesel, put it into the mine, and it's going to make you your crushed product. You do not have to scoop it up off the ground. All you do is take a trailer over and load the trailer with it. So no boulders, no crushed product on the ground. I gave you a crushed product on the ground to start with, but as soon as you scoop that up, you're not going to have any more crushed product on the ground. Yeah, I got to fix that traffic spline. I didn't notice it when I was driving through the map yesterday. Let's get this field. We got to get the 3 fields limed, fertilized, plowed, and seeded. Try and pick up where we left off. And then while y'all are playing with this map, I'll have time to work on a map for 22. Get spun around. So I apparently the patch with 22 yesterday broke the editor. So I went in this morning and I reset my FS22 game back to version 1.1 so I can go back into the editor and start working on the map for 22 probably Monday once we get through testing this weekend. We'll probably start working on the 22 map. And again, if you're joining me late, there's not a lot of square fields on this map because of the way the mountains ran and the water ran. I ended up with a lot of odd-shaped fields on this map. I don't have my Streamlabs, so I can't watch my own stream or I'll disconnect from the Wi-Fi. Dixie cheered with 100 bits, thank you very much. So I don't hear any of the alerts. Much appreciated. Yeah, this crazy traffic. I got to get that spline fixed. Which I'm going to end up just taking it out and completely putting it back in. There's a bunch of there's 4 ferries built into the map for mining because you need the ferry to get in and out of mining islands to get into the caves for mining. And for multiplayer, there's about 8 fishing boats built into the map because there's 6 different spots for fishing. So I built 8 fishing boats into the map. And each fishing spot is individually owned, so if you want to do a lot of fishing, you can buy the 6 different areas on the map for fishing. Yeah, and I can't see a lot of chat because I can't watch my own stream. I'll disconnect from the Wi-Fi. Or it'll just sit there and buffer. So the only comments I see are what's popping up on my OBS Streamlabs. Yeah, so this is not going to be an AI-friendly map with field work. Yeah, so yeah, the patch did break a lot of the patch broke a lot of mods, and the patch actually broke the editor. So the only way to you can use the editor, but you can't test anything in the new version of the game because as soon as you save something in the editor and then open it up in the version 1.2 of the game, it crashes. So the only way you can test anything is revert the game back to 1.1. Is the only way to use the editor. Yeah, that traffic spline is driving me nuts because I fixed that thing twice already. So the only thing I can do with it now is completely yank it out and put it back in. So I'll get that fixed before I upload it tonight. I already have my YouTube upload done, so I don't have to worry about that tonight. Because I got up at like 4 o'clock this morning. I recorded, edited, rendered my YouTube video and got it uploaded already. This way tonight I can just focus on getting the map uploaded. Alright, this field's almost done. Well, limed anyway. We have one more starter field. I want to get rice planted so we can start making seeds, and I want to get barley planted so I can start making fuel. So we don't have to buy any diesel. So field 28 that we're driving by now, you're going to have to buy. And then field 29 you're going to have to purchase. Let's head out to the road. We'll drive a little bit faster. So we do know field 31, which is over this way, which is another odd-shaped field. 1018, good morning. Let me adjust something really quick on my Streamlabs so I can try and see. Just bear with me a second while I try and hopefully that'll help me see chat a little bit better. So pretty generous with in new farmer mode. You got some really nice fields to start with. Some nice equipment to start with. Stone mine to start with. You have to buy the coal mine. But each mine that you buy, there's already product on the ground for you to scoop up. Hopefully I can get this field done without buying any more lime. Till we get the stone processing plant up and running. All the placeable factories for the Ritchie's Hollow Islands and Valley maps will work on this map. Can't wait for this map. I'm going to get it to Dixie tonight. I'm also going to send this beta test map to the Patreons probably tomorrow, so they can have the beta test map to play with. And then I'm hoping to get this released either Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, depending on how much testing Dixie and I and Farm Chick can get done. I don't expect any major issues where we have to do a new save game. It's just going to be adjusting triggers for the most part, because I haven't tested any of the triggers for any of the factories. The only triggers I tested were the mining before I put the crushed product on the ground. And I tested the monorail triggers. That's about the only testing I've done. I don't know if I'm going to have enough fertilizer to finish this field. But yeah, I'll give you something to play with till we build something for 22. Unfortunately, 22 right now is not going to be anything spectacular, because we don't have any extra crops right now, because they all have to be made in Blender and done in 3D. So we can't just pull them out of the 19 map and put them in the 22 map. So we won't have any extra crops. We also won't have any mining product, because it also has to be done in 3D. So we won't have any of the mining goods in 22 yet, until they get converted from 2D to 3D. So 22 is going to be basically, I have a 4x base. I'm not putting like Elm Creek or anything in the middle of it. I'm going to build a map from scratch, but it's basically just going to have the Elm Creek functions. I'm going to customize all the factories so they're quicker. And I'm also going to customize all of the pallets so they're all the same size, and they hold more capacity. So when we get an auto load trailer, every pallet will be the same size. So there'll only be one setting on the auto load trailer for all of the pallets. Farm Chick, good morning. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to have enough lime to finish this. Oh, what did I do? I hit fold instead of turning it on. Probably should just run back and fill it. Yeah, the family's home today, so I don't know how long the Wi-Fi is going to hold out. But I thought I'd jump on here anyway for a couple minutes this morning. Do some play testing. The 4x space I have for 22 is pretty stable. It's not crashed the editor at all. The one for 22. So we'll get started on that next week. Alright, let's get this refilled real quick. So yeah, so Animal Island, I didn't make any changes to this, so this is identical to the islands map. Got something flickering over there I'm going to have to look at. It's a sign on the Craft Factory. All right, it's a cheese factory. I'll have to go. I'll take a look at. I'll fix that in the editor today as well. Before I upload it for Dixie and Farm Chick tonight. All right, let's get this refilled. I gave you a whole bunch of silt here in the middle of your farmyard you can scoop up and use it to make fertilizer with. But I can't remember if the farm silos hold the mining products or not. I think it may be only the grains. So you may have to put a quarry silo down. But crap, it's taken me like almost 45 minutes just to get these fields limed, and we still have to fertilize them, plow them, and seed them. All right, while this is filling, I'm going to head into the garage. I'm going to sell the truck off because I don't plan on using it. I'm going to get myself... do I want the yellow one or do I want the green one? Let's go with the yellow one. We're going to throw... I'm going to up the capacity. I'm going to throw the 3-point hitch on the front. No cover. I'm going to get this guy. Now on this map, you can buy the modded fast bunker cleaner. It won't affect the mining because there's no triggers on the ground. So you can use the fast bunker cleaner snowblower on this map. It won't affect anything. So we'll get that ready. Let that fill. Money's still going down? Yeah, money's still going down. So we'll get this guy ready to go scoop up some mining product. And then we're going to need... I'm also going to need a tanker for diesel. So while that is still filling, I still have some cash. I can take out another loan if we need to. I want to get the... let's grab one of these guys. I'm going to throw the larger engine in it. I'm going to go with the green. Let's go with the lighter green. And I want to get the tanker. So I don't start you with any tankers. So this will get us, we can throw diesel in here, and we can get the diesel and water so we can get the mill up and running. Alright, so we got those two ready to go. We are going to have to buy the mill, but I'm going to sell some stone off. Alright, let's finish our field work so we can get to our factories. And I'm going to have to take out, well, we'll see how much stone I can sell off. May not have to take another loan out. But we're going to buy the, we need the coal mine, we need the stone processing plant, and I need Mammoth Mill, stone processing, and the coal mine to get us started. We already own the stone mine on New Farmer mode. But yeah, I plan on testing, like play testing all day today. And it'll also help me test triggers once we get our field work done. Alright, where did we leave off? Let's follow our tire tracks. Once we get it limed and fertilized, I'm going to hire a worker to plow. So we can head over to the stone mine. Now the other thing I'm going to do before I really get heavy into 22 is I want to take every factory that you have to build for 19, like the pie factory for instance. I'm going to make a built version of every buildable factory so you have your choice of whether you want to build the factory or use the one that's already built. Because personally, I hate building the factories. Oh, excuse me. I hope I had my mic muted. So that's the other project, but they should go like really quick. That's going to be like just a couple hours for me to make um, built versions of all the buildable factories. So we'll get those released here. I'm hoping next weekend I can get that project done. As soon as we get this map tested and released. Then I can focus on 22, which right now is unstable. Even the editor's unstable. I've had it, not the 4x map base I've had, but another base I was trying to build on crashed. Like, as soon as I tried to do anything with the field, it would crash. So I think I finally have a stable 4x base. I have a road system that we can start playing around with as well. Yeah, so I'm wondering how many AI workers are going to end up in the river on this map. I would suggest doing a headland first before you set any workers off. And we'll test that here with the, oh, jumped out of the vehicle. We're going to test that here with the fertilizer spreader as soon as I'm done with this last 2 rows of lime. We're going to see how the AI help works on these odd-shaped fields. So I'm going to throw a layer of fertilizer down, and we'll grab the plow, and I'm going to let the AI help do the plowing as well. So we'll see how that goes. Let's get these last 2 passes done. There is one new factory on this map. I'm not going to show it off. I'll let you discover it on your own. It's pretty much one of the Easter eggs that's built into the map, and it's not labeled, so there's no hotspot for it. So you're going to have to find it. So I purposely left the hotspot off of it. So it's a new fill type that the other maps don't have. And the other one is the granite mine, which you need the granite for the new factory. Alright, let's grab the fertilizer spreader. We'll do a headland and we'll set him off and see how he does. I'm an hour in and we've only limed 3 fields. So it tells you how big the fields are on this map. And these are some of the smaller fields. I might sell off the K100 in Tipper. I'm not sure yet. Farm checked, old men being mean to us again. They make us hunt for it. Yeah, you gotta find something. Gotta have one Easter egg on the map for you to find. And the Easter egg is a new factory with the new fill type. And you don't own it to start with, so once you find it, you're gonna have to buy it. Alright, let's get this guy in here. Let's grab the fertilizer one. So I pre-filled this one for you to get you started, and the cedar is also pre-filled. The DB120 is also pre-filled for you to use. So let's see how the AI help does on these weird shaped fields. So we'll do this field first, and we'll move over to the other two. So I'm curious to see how the triggers are once we get our field work done. And I'm not going to buy all the factories today. We'll let Dixie and FarmCheck test those triggers. I'm going to test what factories we're going to buy today, which is pretty much going to be stone processing. We'll get the stone mine up and running, which we own. We'll buy the stone processing plant, we'll buy the coal mine, and we'll buy the mammoth mill. So we'll test those triggers, and then we'll see where we go from there. I want to get a composter put down, and I want to get a grass dryer put down, and I want to get a refinery put down so we can start making fuel, compost, and silage. Let's do a headland, and then I'm going to set this guy off on a worker. And we'll see how he does. Let me get a headland on this side. Get a headland up on this other weird side, and we'll set a worker off and see what it does. And then we'll go grab the plow. We'll get the plow ready. And then we got almost $1 million loan to pay back. I'm hoping I can sell enough stone off where we could pay the loan back and get a couple of factories we want. If not, I'll just take out another loan. Let's get a headland done on this side. And we'll come down this odd curve. And we'll see where we go from here. But just messing around with this map off camera a little bit last night, working out some of the final errors. I think this is my new #1 favorite above Ritchieville. I want to just even this up. Stop this guy before he runs in the river. I just want to set him off straight here on this row and see what he does. So let me get him started. We'll hire a worker. Let me jump out. Let's head back to the farmhouse. We'll grab a plow. Auto save. All right, let's jump back over here. That'll work. And let's grab our plow. We'll take him over there. And then we'll do a headland. Once the fertilizer guy's done, we'll do a headland. We'll set this guy off and see how he does. And then while we're waiting on these two guys to finish up, we'll go grab some. We'll head over to the stone mine, which we're going to have to buy some diesel to get us started with. Now you on new farmer mode, you start off with half of this meadow up here, so you can put a bunch of placeables down up here, or you can even turn it into a field if you would like. I'm going to leave it a grass meadow because it's going to be a major silage operation for me. I'm going to actually buy the other half of this meadow, and it's going to be all silage. I love the fact that you're not going to have to babysit the mines because there's not going to be any boulders and there's not going to be any crushed product on the ground to pick up. So I built this map to be lazy mining. Alright, I'm going to leave this guy parked here until our fertilizer spreader is done. So let's head back to the farm again. Where are we at? At the farmhouse. So let's grab this guy. We'll head down to the stone mine. And we'll grab once we get a little bit more cash, we'll buy a load of diesel. And we'll actually get the mine fired up. There's a bunch of product on the ground for you to start with. So there are 2 stone mines in the map. The one that we have, that I'm driving to now, and there's another one under Center Mountain, inside Center Mountain. Sorry, let me catch up on Chattifer again. Bridget67, hello. I like the mining also. Yeah, the lazy mining, that's going to be awesome. Bridget, subscribe, tier 1 for 3 months. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Yep, so my goal for this is to get... Let's unfold this as we're driving over. And I'll get the pipe out if I can. So the goal is, I'm going to get it to Farm Chick and Dixie tonight for testing. I got a couple things I have to fix already. One of them being the traffic spline. So I'll get them uploaded for Dixie Farm Chick tonight. I'm hoping to get it. SB Hype 06, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I'm going to try and get it, long as they'll give it a day for Dixie and Farm Chick to play around. Make sure there's nothing else major that has to be fixed. And then I'm going to give sometime tomorrow, I'm going to get this beta version to the Patreon members so they can start play testing as well. And then I'm hoping to get, if long as we have nothing major broken, the only thing I expect to do is adjust some triggers. I'm hoping to get this map released for either Christmas Eve or Christmas Day to all the players. But I definitely want to get it to Dixie and Farm Chick tonight. So another big area here for you to put factories down. So there's plenty of room for you to put factories down on this map. There's no shortage of space on this map. Can't wait to start testing this map. Yeah, I already have something I have to fix, and it's going to take me like 3 hours to upload it. But anyway, stone processing plant we just passed. And I'll do a quick tour since I'm over here. So right here in New Farmer Moan, you own this stone mine. So all you have to do is put water in here, put diesel in here, and then it'll do its thing. And then you just bring your tipper under here and you pick up your product. So no boulders and no crushed product on the ground. Over here you have to purchase it. This is the new lime quarry. So granite mine. So you do have to, I don't own it, so I don't have the trigger. But I think it's water and diesel and you'll get granite. And then granite you take to the new factory, which I'm not going to tell you about. It's the Easter egg. You're going to have to find it. And then we have 2 wash plants. So you put in stone, water, and diesel. You're going to get washed stone, a little bit of clean fill, and a little bit of gold. And then the washed stone sells more than the regular stone. So you'll get more money from the washed stone than you will just selling the stone off. But for now, I need the cash. So we're just going to grab this stone. And we're probably going to sell. I'm going to save one load for stone processing. I'm going to sell the rest off. And then in the lake, there's another fishing spot. Well, I don't know if we'll get to fishing today, but we'll definitely get to, I'm hoping we can get to fishing tomorrow. But we have to make fish bait first. So I don't know how quickly we're going to get to fishing. Or, I'm sorry, fishing is earthworms. We should be able to make earthworms relatively easily. So once you scoop all this up off the ground, then you can run your stone mine. Let's spin this guy around. Here, we'll just come back this way. We'll grab some of this, get it out of the way. Are we full? We are full. Alright, let's see how much the stone processing plant's going to cost us before we sell this first load off. I can't remember how much this is. What do we have? We have 300,000. How much is the stone processing plant going to cost us? We have enough. Let's get this load dumped off. And then we'll sell some stone off so we can buy the coal mine and we can buy Mammoth Mill. And we'll go check on our helpers. I'm not going to be too concerned with washed stone today. NUHS 162, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Much appreciated. All right, so that emptied this guy out. Let's fill him back up, and we'll sell a load of stone off so we have some cash. And we'll go check on our helpers and see how they're doing. See if he dumped himself in the lake or or if he's finished that field. So let's get the rest of this. Let's get this truck filled. I don't think I lowered it. I did lower it. Doesn't feel like it's lowered. Spin around. Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's lowered. Hang on. Try that again. Oh, there we go. Let me lower it. There we go. That's still not. Yeah, that's weird. It's acting like it's not lowered. let's head. Who's got the best price for stone? Where are they? Stone should be this one, I believe. So Lowe's has the best price for stone. And then once you get the washed stone, where did I put it? It should be after the stone. Where did I put the washed stone? I believe this one's the washed stone. So so I'm gonna have to go in and adjust that price so it's a little bit more. Let me make another note for myself. So I have to fix the traffic spline and adjust washed stone price. All right, we'll get that. I want it to be like double of the price of the regular stone. So I'll get those prices adjusted as well. Let's check on our AI help and we'll take this to Lowe's. And then we have to bring water and diesel over to get our stone wash plant up and running. Is it built in factories in this map replaceable? The only thing that's built in are your mines, one mammoth mill, one stone processing, the hen house, the slaughterhouse, and 6 areas for fishing, a couple of bait houses, and a couple of hatcheries. And then all the rest you have to place your own down. I wanted it to be mostly all place your own. Oh, cool. Helper J just finished. So let's see how well Helper J did with this field. Where are we at? We are on 31. Let's jump in here. Looks like you only missed a little bit of the end of the row. So let's get this done. Let's take a quick peek at the map. I'm going to turn plowing off for a minute. How well did you do with fertilizing? Yeah, you only missed the last row. Awesome. So let's get this done. We'll move him over to our other field. And we'll set the plow off. And we'll let the plow do its thing here. So if I did a full headland on this field, the AI help would have done fine. Bridget, thanks. Yeah, you're more than welcome. Yeah, if you go back and watch the beginning of this stream, I did a very, very quick map tour. We'll do a more in-depth map tour on map release day. All right, that's going to get this field fertilized. Let's head over to one of our other fields. And we'll set this guy off. I'll do a headland. We'll set this guy off on a worker. The 3 starting fields are odd. Like about 80% of the fields on this map are not square. Only because the way that the roads ran and the way that the water ran and the way that the mountains ran, the fields would have been tiny unless I made them all odd-shaped. Field 30 that we're driving by splits the river. So let me make a quick right here. So right here, in front of me, that's 29. So down further, we're by 29, but the next field over, field 30 over here, splits the river. And pretty much everything is centered around Animal Island because I built this map the way I would want to play it. So I centered everything around. It's single player friendly, even though it's a 16x map. So I pretty much built it the way I would want to play it as a single player. So everything is pretty much centered around Animal Island. So you don't have to do a lot of driving. But I'm going to get this guy started. We'll set a worker off. We'll see how he does. There's, I think, 3 bait houses built in, 3 fish processing plants built in. There's 4 hatcheries built in to get your seafood, and then you have to take the seafood to the fish processing plant to be processed. There are 6 spots in the water for fishing, and then you have to take your fish to the fish processing plant to be processed out. So it's heavy on mining and heavy on fishing, and then you have to put then you'll have to put all your own factories down. You got a couple basics to get you started, like 1 mammoth mill, 1 stone processing plant, the smokehouse, the slaughterhouse, and the hen house are built in. Everything else is place your own. But I'm actually loving the odd-shaped fields on this map. I know they're going to be a pain for the AI help, but this is the first map I've built with a whole bunch of odd-shaped fields. Let me get this side of the field done, and then we'll set a worker off. See how it does. Actually, there's a straight shot here. Let me start a worker here. Let's head back to, what's our other field? 31. Let's grab the plow, and we'll do a headland. We'll get this guy started. We'll see how it does. GRZ, I'm not going to try and pronounce that, 2049. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Much appreciated. Thanks for taking time out of your day, stopping in, and saying hello. All right, we're going to do the same thing we did with the fertilizer spreader. We're going to do a headland on this side. I'm going to do a headland on the other side where it's odd shaped, and we'll set a worker off and see how it does. And we'll go get the cedar. We'll bring the cedar down. So let me get a headland on this side. And let's get a headland on the upper side. And then we'll see what the AI help does. See if he ends up in the river or not. So yeah, if all goes well with testing, I'll get it, like I said, I'll get it to Dixie Farm Chick tonight, and I'm hoping to get it released for Christmas Eve or Christmas Day for everybody. I'm going to get it to the Patreon members probably tomorrow night after Dixie and Farm Chick have a good day of testing in. And I'm planning on play testing all day today. As long as the Wi-Fi holds out. Alright, let's get this end in this little odd shaped, and then we'll set a worker off. I'm curious to see how well the AI help does on these weird fields. Alright, so we need to go check on our sprayer because I don't think he did that field that quick. He'll probably got himself wrapped around the tree. Alright, let's get this guy set up straight, and then we'll hire a worker. See how he does. We got lined up a little bit better. Oh, did I not lower that? Oh, there we go. Alright, you go do your thing. We're going to go check on the sprayer. Yeah, see, I don't know what this guy did. Yeah, he doesn't like these odd-shaped fields. Let me hire another worker and see what it does when it gets back around to the other end. I have a feeling these helpers were not going to like these odd-shaped fields. But while he does his thing, let's head back to the farmyard And let's grab our seeder and we'll head down to where our plow is. And I'm going to change this before I forget. I'm going to change this to rice. I'm going to turn the rice into seeds. So there are no water fields on this map. So it is a 16 times map, so it is PC only. I haven't seen that train running, so that concerns me. So I'm just going to check that in the editor. Alright, so yeah, helper. So that helper, our sprayer, does not like these odd-shaped fields. So let's come down here. We'll try a different direction. See if he does any better going in a different direction. Alright, so if I spin you around, because they only like to run north, south, or east, west. They don't do well on an angle. Let me set you off this way and see what you do going in this direction. You going to turn around on the end, or are you going to say you're done? So you'll go in this direction, but you'll run east-west, you won't run north-south. See what you do when you get to the other end. Are you going to say you're done, turn yourself off, or are you going to turn yourself around? So the craft building in front of us makes cheese. You need cheese in the bait house to make fish bait. Okay, you're going to do well going east-west. You're not going to do well going north-south. Unless you back yourself down the entire field. Nope, you're going to turn around. Alright, let him do his thing. We'll see what he does. How is our plow doing? Let's turn plowing back on. Alright, so you're doing well. So let's jump in our truck. And let's go sell off the stone. Oh, see, no, helper E. So he doesn't like these odd-shaped fields. So he's going to say, nope, I'm done. I'm not going to do it. Do it yourself. Let's get this field taken care of. So I imagine the plow's going to have a hard time on this field as well. So let's knock this off so we can get our plow over here. See how the plow does. I'm going to set the plow off without doing a headland. We'll see how he does. KORPIONIX, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping in, taking time out of your day and saying hello. Much appreciated. We are playtesting a new 16x map. I just got it finished this morning. Got the last errors out of the log. So today is day 1 testing. And so far on this odd-shaped field, the AI helpers don't like it. So we're going to knock this off ourselves real quick so I can get the plow over here. From Poland, thank you. Thank you much for stopping in. My dad's side of the family is 100% Polish. So I am half Polish. The other half is Italian. My mom's side of the family is 100% Italian. My dad and his parents were born in the States. My great-grandparents immigrated over from Poland, but I don't know what part of Poland they were from. Got to dust off that 100-meter header. You're going to need that 100-meter header on this map. Even these starter fields are insane. Oh, IR or JR, is it IR93S? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Much appreciated. I really wish the AI help would like these big fields, but it's not looking good over here so far with this AI help. We'll see what happens when we bring the plow over. I really don't want to plow this myself. I'm not going to test course play because I just don't use it. GPS would probably do really well on these odd fields. but I don't use GPS or course play. But I want to get some crops started. Comes under as large soda. Yeah, you're gonna. Well, somebody's gonna have to test course play. I know you can't use it on the valley map, so I don't know how well it'll do here. It crashes the valley map. Um, Wi-Fi plow will make short. Yeah, the Wi-Fi plow and the 100-meter header will be your best friend on this map. Just knock this off real quick so we can get the plow over here. Yeah, no small equipment on this map. And these are some of the smaller. These are like the medium-sized fields. There are some pretty big fields on this map. Yeah, the AI made a mess of this field, so I'm just trying to clean it up. Let's get this guy turned off. How's our plow doing on 31? Why is he going up the? Oh no, he's doing well. So he's got about half of field 31 done. Let's head over here while we're waiting for our plow to finish that field. Let's knock off this other little field real quick. So on new farmer mode, you start with fields 26, 27, and 31. So I'm curious. I'm not gonna do any headlands. We're just gonna set a worker off and see over here and see what he does. If he ends up in the water, we'll fish him out. He's gonna hire a worker. I'm gonna sit in the cab and just let him do his thing for a minute while I grab a sip of coffee. There's a couple spots in the field that I missed painting in, so you're going to have to turn allow create fields on and just take care of those couple of bare spots. Alright, so what are you going to do when you get here? You are going to turn yourself around. Are you going to? Nope. What are you doing? You don't. I don't think you know what you're doing. I'm going to let him go and just see what he does. Oh, he is turning himself around. So maybe if I did not do a headland on that other field, he would have done better. So you're going to back yourself up to where the line is, or you're going to start there. Nope, you're going to start there. So the rule of thumb is do a headland first, then set the worker off. Maybe on this map you just set the worker off and then clean up the edges later. So there are 3 oil wells built into the map, so you have to put your own refinery down. I started playing FS19 a few days ago. I'm contracting myself out to get money together for my own equipment. This map is heavy production map. It has a lot of mining built into it, and it has a lot of fishing built into it. And we're going to go, as soon as we get these workers sorted out, we're going to go sell off a load of stone. So gas station in front of us, and then if we headed off to the right, it's going to take you up the mountain to the upper level. Except for the granite, will all the other equipment work for this map? Yeah, everything from the current. I'm going to have to get you a new auto load trailer. So the auto load pack will be updated with this map. So I'll send you the auto load trailer. Every other thing nothing changes. It's all the same vehicles. The sewage truck. Jump in here real quick. So if you go into here and you grab the sewage truck, this guy. I have to change this. I have to add fish in here, but this guy will hold fish bait, seafood, and fish. So this is what you're going to need to haul the seafood from the hatchery to the fish processing plant, and you're going to have to haul the fish from the fish pond to fish processing plant. I'm just going to hire this guy, or fire this guy. He's going to back himself all the way up this field. So you'll need that tanker to haul the seafood and fish bait around. And then the earthworms are on pallets. So you'll need the pallet trailer to take the earthworms to the fishing boat. But you'll need the tanker to take the fish to fish processing. And you'll need the tanker to take fish bait to the hatchery, and then take the seafood from the hatchery to fish processing. So we'll get into that probably tomorrow. So we won't have time to make fish bait today. And I don't want to cheat it in, because I want to test all the triggers. So I actually want to make the fish bait. Um, that's what I usually do when I don't have to worry about going into the water. Send the worker off and then clean up afterwards. Yeah. Yep. Exclamation point Facebook will get you to our Facebook group. Usually Dixie Farm Chicken and I are pretty much on there all day. I know Dixie and I are usually on there all day. I keep unless I'm streaming, I keep Facebook open. All right, fertilizing's done. Let's get this guy back to the yard, and we'll go check on our plow, and we'll see how our plow is doing. So yeah, if anybody has any questions, just join our. Make sure you answer the questions, or you'll automatically get declined. But once you join our Facebook group, if you have any questions, we're usually around to help. Now, if you're just joining us, I dumped in new farmer mode. You own this yard, but I dumped a bunch of silt here in the middle of it. You can scoop it up and turn it into fertilizer. Let's go check on our plow. How is our plow doing? He is doing actually pretty well. So he's almost done with field 31. We're going to let him do his thing. Let's see if we can't jump into... What do we have sitting over here? We got this guy. Let's go sell off the stone while he makes the last couple passes with the plow. And then we'll move him over to the other field. So we're going to head down to Lowe's. And we're going to get some cash. Hoping we can make enough to buy the Mammoth Mill and the coal mine. Let me do a quick pit stop here and explain express personnel. This map has no bus stops. I don't have a sign here yet. I still have to add it, but it won't affect any save games. So this is express personnel right here. So you drop off your gold, your food, and your water right here. And it's going to create your workers. Now, you could pick up the workers here with the bus, or you could pick them up on top with the monorail and then transport them around the map on the monorail. So this is the only bus stop. I think I don't own this, so I can't show you the menu, but I think this holds like 50,000 workers. So no individual bus stops for workers. So that's single player friendly as well. I haven't seen this train run since we've been in the game, so I'm going to have to see why it's not running. Alright, this is Main Street. This is where most of your well, this is pretty much where all of your sell points are, except for Freddy's Firewood and the diner. And then if you go straight up, you get to the animal dealer and the vehicle shop. We'll head back that way. But let's get this sold. And if we have to, we'll sell off one more load of stone. See how much cash we get. Because I also have almost $1 million loan to pay back. No, we'll have plenty of cash with this one load. Well, I'm going to hold off on paying the loan back until we buy a couple factories. All right, let's get Mammoth Mill. So Mammoth Mill is going to cost 269,000. Let's buy that. So we'll get the mill up and running. It has a few trees with it, but you also, in new farmer mode, you start off with this area right here, and this area over here has a bunch of trees along with a lake for fishing. And I also want to buy the coal mine. So let's look at this piece of property here. Coal mine is going to cost you 359,000, but there's also a bunch of coal on the ground to get you started. So we're going to buy that as well. And then how much cash? We got plenty of cash left. So I'm going to come back over here where our stone mine and stone processing plant are. I'm going to buy the granite mine so we can test that today. And I'm going to buy one of the... we're going to have to go over to there. I'm going to buy one of the... or both of the wash plants so we can test those as well. But let me take you through this side. Well, no, I'm not going to take you for a map tour. We'll save that for release day. Let's head back over to our stone mine. Well, we're going to head back and check on the plow first, and then we'll go back to the stone mine. And we'll buy the wash plants. We'll buy a load of diesel so we can get the mill up and running, the wash plants up and running, and stone processing up and running. I'm going to have to check on that train because it's bothering me that I haven't seen it. But it was running when I was testing before I did this last update this morning. So I'm wondering if I did something to mess that train up this morning. I use an Xbox One control, but the map is PC only. So I use an Xbox One control on my PC. I cannot drive with mouse and keyboard. So let's leave this guy parked here a second. Yeah, perfect timing. Helper C has completed their task. So let's move Helper C after the autosave. Oh, nope, he got the whole field. Awesome. So let's fold him up. We'll head him down to this next odd-shaped field. We'll set him off. And we'll come over here, we'll do a headland, and we'll set the cedar off. So let's get this guy over to our next field. Yeah, this map will not work on console because of all the scripts that run it. Now, this field 27, which we're headed to now, is a really odd-shaped field. And there's no really north, south, east, west straight edge to start on. I don't think, but we're going to start him off here. And I'm just going to hire a worker, let him go, and see what happens. I'm not even going to do a headland over here. I'm just going to start him off and set him off, and we'll see what he does. So let me get him started to get him straightened up. Alright, I'm going to hire a worker. I'm going to jump out. Let him do his thing. We'll come back and check on him. Let's get the seeder started over here. And I'll just do another headland on these weird shaped fields. Or on the edges. I've not played or tested long enough to see that train run other than that little bit of testing I did last night and this morning before I had to do a couple more fixes and updates. Now I'm putting rice down because I want to turn it into seeds. You get a high yield from rice. And you know what? I'm not going to do a headland on this side either. I want to see what he does. Let's head up to the other end. Got to make sure the monorails are running too, because I hope I didn't mess up this morning when I did that last update. Because I had to, when I updated the map this morning, I had to redo the vehicle XML, and the trains are in the vehicle XML. So I'm hoping that I didn't mess that up this morning. So we're going to go in and check the monorails really quick to see if they're running. Let's get the headland on this side. We'll get this odd edge done. Come back to where it's straight. And then we'll see what the AI does. Oh, there's the train. It is running. Alright. Way off in the distance where we're headed, I can see it running. So that answers that question. So I don't have to mess with the train. Train is not usable. That one's just for decoration. So there is no train in this map, only the monorail to move your workers around. I knew we'd see that train eventually. Alright, I'm going to set a worker off here and we'll see what it does. And we'll go check on our plow here in a minute. So let me get him lined up. Get him straight a little bit. Alright, you go do your thing. How is our helper H doing? Since I did not do a headland, he seems to be fine. So we'll let him do his thing. Let these two helpers work. Let's head back to... Oh, yeah, I can drive around the train this way. Let's head back to the stone mine. And we'll come back and check on our helpers. And I'm just going to cut through the field. So I can't tell by them pulling up a map where the stone wash plants were. I want to buy those properties. Alright, leave this guy sit here a minute. Let's run over this way. We just bought the granite mine, so we're going to get this running. All it needs is water and diesel. I want to buy the property. We do not own this, correct? We don't. Alright, let's see if we can't figure out what property this is on, so we can buy that. So I want to test these as well. I've not tested them. I believe it's with the lake. So you get the lake. Let's buy it anyway. Do I get the trigger now? I don't. So it's not part of the lake. I may have to make this farmland a little bit bigger so you can actually buy them. Let's buy... Oh, so the stone wash plant 1 and stone wash plant 2 are separate than the lake. So let's actually sell the lake back. Let's get wash plant 1. And let's buy wash plant 2. And I should get his trigger now. I do. So you add diesel, water, and stone. You're going to get washed stone, gold, and clean fill. And as soon as I adjust the price tonight, washed stone is going to sell for more than regular stone. So I'll get those prices adjusted before I send the update to the testers tonight. So we should now own this one as well. Washed stone's not used in any production, but I'm going to make it sell for double the amount of stone. So let's grab a load of stone so we can get the wash plants up and running. Why is this giving me a hard time? Oh, because I didn't have it lowered. It doesn't like driving on the piles for some reason. I just want to get this side clear so we can drive around and put water and diesel in here and get it running. So we could test these triggers. So I'm going to clean this back side off. There are no triggers on the ground, so you don't have to worry about any ground triggers other than where you put the water and the diesel in. So that should give us plenty of room to test those triggers. Alright, so we have a full load of stone. Let's head over to the wash plants. We'll get some in there. And we'll grab our tanker and we'll get water over here and diesel. Let's get the second one. Oh, you know what? We need to buy the ore mine. I bought the coal mine. We also need the ore mine for the mill. Let's look at the ore mine. How much is it? So we bought the coal mine. We have enough to buy the ore mine. Let's get the ore mine as well. So now we're going to need some more cash. I'm going to sell another load of stone off because I want to get a refinery down. I want to get a composter down and a grass dryer down. So I'm going to sell another load of stone off. And I'll take it in the coal mine. I'll take it in the mines here shortly, as soon as we go back and check on our helpers. So we're going to need a load of coal and a load of ore to get the mine, or to get the mill up and running. And then I'll leave the rest over here for us to use in production. This should give us enough cash to do what I need to do today. Quick money for starting your farm? Yeah, definitely quick money for starting your farm. Alright, let's head back to Lowe's. And then we'll go check on our helpers. While I'm here, so what you have to do is you have to make earthworms in the worm factory. Then you bring your worms down here. You drop them off in this building. This is your worm storage. So you jump in here, you drop your worms off. Then you jump in the fishing boat. And you load the fishing boat up with earthworms. You take them out into the areas on the water. You drop your earthworms off. And then it's instant, so you don't have to wait. Then you go back and pick up your fish, and then bring your fish and drop them off where that boat's parked. Then you take the Hulk tanker, you pick your fish up here, and you drive it to the fish processing plant, and then the fish processing plant will process your fish out for you. So that's a really quick explanation on how the fishing works. Similar to the prairie map. Now over here, if I don't dump this guy sideways, there's another oil well right here. This is one of 3 oil wells that are built into the map. So this is the side road around the, this is the back entrance to stone processing. And it brings you right back over here to express personnel. Oh crap, I wanted to, let me pull over a second. I wanted to check on our AI help real quick, see how they're doing. So field, alright, so helper H is doing well with the plow. Helper J is doing well with seeding. Yep, so our help is doing well. So we'll let them go. So what I'm going to do is we're going to drop this off at Lowe's. I'm going to pay the loan back. Then I'll take you inside the mine and we'll grab some coal and we'll go back and grab a load of ore. Let's get this sold off. Now this will not sell for as much as it is now because I'm going to adjust the prices tonight. So I'm going to cut the price of stone in half, and I'm going to double the price of washed stone. I meant to do that before I updated the map and forgot. So I want the washed stone that sells for double than the regular stone. All right, let me get this loan paid back real quick so I don't have to worry about it. Alright, now we're debt free. So let's head over to the mine. Do I want to buy a trailer for this? And do a load of coal and a load of ore. Now we'll make 2 trips. So animal dealer to my right, a bunch of sell points to the left, and then vehicle shop to the right. Now we're going to head over to Mining Island. You're going to need to use the ferry to get into the mine. So this is the bit of driving that you're going to have to do as a single player. So I would recommend bringing 2 trucks over or bringing a trailer with you so you don't have to make as many trips. We have to get on the other side of the river. We can go straight yet. To get onto the ferry, it's the other side of the canal. Should be a helicopter flying around the water as well. I may have to lower that helicopter a little bit. It may be a little bit too high in the air. So in front of me to the left is the silt mine. So right over there is the silt mine. But we have to get across the river to get onto the ferry. All the cones you see in the water are fishing spots for the various fishing ponds. So we have to test the fishing. We'll probably get into that tomorrow, as soon as we get some fish bait made, because I really don't want to cheat it in. So in order to get in the mine, you got to come over here and get onto the ferry. And then take the ferry into the mine. There is a saltwater station right there, or you could put the placeable one down. But let's jump onto the ferry. We'll get ourselves into the mine if I don't fall in the water. It's not that far of a drive. I made it single player friendly. But if I would have brought 2 trucks with me or a trailer, I could have grabbed coal and ore at the same time. Now on top of the mine that we're going in is another spot for fishing on top of the mountain. So there's fishing above the mines, both here and Center Mountain. This mine over here is massive. Now let me jump in the map. This mine is broken up, I think, into 5 or 6 different viable areas. So when you first come into the mine, you have the area right here in the center, and there's a whole bunch of clean fill in here to get you started. You have to buy the ore mine separately, you have to buy the coal mine separate, the clay pit is separate, the nickel mine is separate, and the copper mine is separate. Now, once you purchase this, you can actually take a plow in here and make a field inside of here if you want to. Or you could put a whole bunch of factories down in here. It's up to you. But since I bought the coal and I bought the ore, we're going to go grab, oh, Helper H has completed their task. All right, let's go check on Helper H, and then we'll come back to mining. Helper, oh, perfect. So he's done planting. So let's get you folded up. He should have done this whole field. He did. So we have rice over here. I'm going to change this to barley. I'm going to put barley in the other two fields. A, so I can get straw to make compost. And B, I'm going to turn, we don't have any crude oil yet, so I'm going to take the barley and put it in the refinery to turn it into diesel. So now, if you ask me what my favorite map is now, I'm going to have to say it's this map. This map definitely beats Ritchieville, in my opinion. I'm going to park him on the side until our plow is done. So how is our plow doing? He's actually doing pretty well. He's about halfway through. So we're going to let this guy sit here. Let's head back to the mine. My long lost DB120 missed that in 22. Yeah, someone's going to get that thing converted sooner or later. Alright, let's grab some coal. And then we'll come back and grab a load of ore. We got plenty of room in here to put all your factories down. Alright, let's take a load of coal with us. So I got you some on the ground to get you started before you have to get your mine up and running. And again, all you have to do is put water and diesel in it, and it'll make your crushed product. And then all you have to do is drive under there and pick your crushed product up. No boulders, no product on the ground. Lazy mining on this map. Alright, I've got myself stuck on that little hut. Can I get through on this end? Yeah, I should be able to. Alright, let's run the coal over, and we'll come back and get a load of ore. We're going to have to put a quarry silo down, so I'm not going to. I don't want to sell any of this coal off. But there's plenty of clean field here to get you started on your earthworm factory. All you have to do is make compost and crates. I think there's room to turn this around here. I don't like driving this thing backwards. Yeah, I still have absolutely no desire to play 22. I've spent about an hour in the game and I'm just not impressed with it. Next time I come over, I'm definitely going to bring 2 trucks with me. All right, we got was that 5 million liters of coal? So this should hold us over for a little while. So if you go this way, it's a pretty close drive to where I put my on Animal Island, where I'm using the home farm. Because here's our 2 fields, 26 and 27. Well, we have the money. I'm gonna put a couple more factories. We're gonna do a little bit more testing. So let's come over here, and I'm gonna buy a couple more things since we have the cash. This is a cheese house. You're gonna need to make cheese in order to make fish bait. So let's look at this real quick. As soon as autosave is done. So we're going to buy the property with the cheese house. Now, which one is it? I think it's this one. Is that the cheese? Hold on. Let's turn that off a second. You are the oil well. You're the bait house. So it's this one I want. That little square right there under the name you're going to have to buy. That's going to get you the cheese house. That's a hatchery. I don't want that yet. I'm going to buy this piece of property here because I want to put a refinery down. So we should now own the cheese house. So you're going to need crates, water, coal, sea salt, and milk to make your cheese. And then you need cheese for fish bait. So while I'm here, I'm going to throw some coal in it. Sea salt you're going to have to get from stone processing. And if it doesn't make sea salt, I'll do a really quick adjustment on it tonight. Now I bought this piece of property right here because I want to put a refinery down. So let's grab the refinery. BP. Let's get him down. Let's put him over here on the skinny end. So I'll have room to put a couple more factories down. Hold on, let me turn on place anywhere. Oh, Control G, global company. Let's turn on place anywhere. Let's try that again. Oh, it's not going to let me put it there. It's too close to the water. So I'm going to have to put it down here. So that means let me turn it this way. And I'll put it down next to the hatchery. That'll work. Let's get some coal in here. Let's get some coal in the mill. How's our plow doing? Let's check on our plow real quick. Did it stop? Did our plow stop, or is our plow still moving? If the notification came up, I didn't see it. That looks like the plow stopped. He said, "Oh, I'm going home." Let me get him started, and I'll turn him back on and we'll see what he does. Now, where did I leave my truck? Now let's head over to the mill. We need coal for the mill, and we need coal for stone. I think stone processing uses coal. I can't remember if it uses coal or diesel. We'll have to go over and take a look. Let's see if another notification comes up that our plow stopped. Guess I could have started our seeder while I was over there. But the seeder's twice as fast as the plow, so it wouldn't take long for it to catch up. Yeah, now I'm sorry I didn't take a trailer with me and grab coal and ore at the same time. That's alright, we'll make another trip. Our AI help's not doing the greatest on our fields. Oh, I forgot to, I gotta fix the lights on that. Hold on, where's my notebook? Fix lighting on the mill. The lights are on during the day, so I'll get that fixed as well. Get a load of coal in here. Alright, before I drive over to stone processing, I can't remember if it takes coal or diesel. You need diesel. Okay, so I'm going to have to buy a load of diesel for that. Do we have any other factory that takes coal? I don't think we do. Do I have anything else? I don't think I have anything else at the moment that needs coal. So let's throw this in storage. Do I want to put it over here, or do I want to put it at the home farm? I don't know where the rest of my factories are going to be yet. Let's see if I can dump it into the home farm silo. If not, we'll put a quarry silo down. Um, Composter needs diesel. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else right now that uses coal. So far I don't have. I fixed a couple broken triggers last night. So far I haven't found any broken triggers yet today. Does this take coal? It does. Perfect. How is our plow doing? Did it stop? Nope, it's still going. Let's go grab a load of ore. So back to the mine. And I won't need any coal and ore for a while. But we will have to test the rest of the minings to make sure that those triggers work. Oh crap, I should have saved I should have brought a load of coal over here to the oil well while I had it in the truck. We don't own the oil well yet. That'll be a project for another day. We'll test the oil wells. I'm probably going to go about another half an hour and then get out of here for lunch. I'll take an hour break and then come back. I'll make a couple fixes and then probably come back. And then if we could buy one of the earthworm factories today, which we should be able to, we'll come back and we'll grab a load of clean fill. As soon as we get some crates made at the mill, we should be able to buy one of the earthworm factories, and we'll get those triggers tested. Nope, I'm not parked really square to the dock. We'll see if I can back this out or if it puts it in the water. Nope, we got lucky. Let's grab a load of ore. There is no central station, central warehouse built into this map, so you'll have to put your own down. The only thing I'm going to have to add to it is a place to store the granite blocks. Alright, full load of ore. Let's head back. We'll get this over in the mill. And we'll go check on our helpers. We're going to have to cut some trees so we can get some wood chips. Now I got to buy a little bit of diesel for stone processing and the 2 wash plants and stone processing. So we're going to buy about 200,000 or 250,000 liters of diesel to get us started with. So aim your ferry straight. Make sure you drive through the pillars, not into a pillar, because it will stop the ferry dead in its tracks. But you should be able to drive this anywhere in the water, and you could drive the fishing boats anywhere in the water. Alright, let's get... this over to the mill. I'll put the rest in storage. And then hoping tomorrow we have seafood, no, I'm sorry, we have fish bait and earthworms, because I really want to test all the fishing tomorrow. Unless Dixie or Farm Chick get to it tonight, when I get them the map. I'm going to try and get it uploaded as quickly as I can, even if I don't get the fixes done before they get it. The fixes I need to do will not affect any save games right now. So I can fix the traffic spline and fix some pricing and stuff that I've seen so far without it affecting our save game. Alright, so that plow is still doing well. All I had to do was get him restarted. So let's head over to the mill. Yeah, plow is still doing well. Just got to come back and clean up the edges. And we'll probably buy one of the oil wells so we can test those triggers as well as soon as we get some drill pipe made. I'm sorry I didn't build this map first for 19. This is turning out to be one of my favorite maps. I usually get bored playing in a half an hour. I'm not bored playing on this map yet. Alright, so now we're just missing water and some logs or wood chips. Let's throw the rest of this in our silo. Eventually I'll put a quarry silo over there so we won't have to drive this back and forth. I just don't know where I want it yet. So I'm not sure where I'm going to put all my factories yet. Learn as you go where you're ready to make this map natural progressionism. Yeah, definitely. I built it like I wanted to play it, so single player friendly, so there's not a lot of driving. And so far I'm pleased with the layout. Yeah, I'm definitely going to build a map for 22, but I have no desire to play 22. So I'm going to stick with this, with 19 for a while, and spend some time on this map. Now I'm going to park this guy over by our silt pile because I want to scoop up some silt and put a fertilizer factory down. So we'll leave him parked over here for now. I'm probably going to use the same truck. We'll just put a Brooks on here. We'll use the same truck to get some wood chips to get the mill going. How is our helper doing? Let's check on him real quick. Oh, he's doing well. He's almost done with that field. Let's head over there. We'll take this guy with us because we're going to need to get water and diesel into a couple different factories. And before I drive over there, if I can squeeze back in here, I can. This is the only water fill trigger on the map. You have to put all your own down. So let me test this trigger. I have not tested this trigger yet. And it works. So this is the only one on the map. Other than that, put all your own down. One water fill trigger, one salt water fill trigger. So we'll take a little water with us. And then over near the mill or over by stone processing, I'm going to put a water fill trigger down over there. And I'm going to put a gas pump down over there until we get diesel made. So we're going to have to buy some here at first. Let's go, since we own this piece of property, I'm going to drive on it. And we'll check on our plow, we'll clean up the edges, and we'll get our seeder started. And then we'll get the mill and other stuff up and running here shortly. Now, this does not need water, correct? It does not. Alright. Where is our plow? So I know we have to clean up some edges along here. Yeah, so we have to clean up the edges here. He should be on down in this corner, I think. Yeah, so do not do any headlands. Just come over here and set your plow off. And then he'll be fine. As soon as he gets to the end of this row, I'm gonna take over. So we may have to clean up some edges here. Yeah, I'm just gonna fire him. Yeah, we gotta clean up some edges along this side. And then we'll clean up some edges on the other side as well. Come on. It just seemed like it was dragging. So these fields are definitely bigger than I expected. They're bigger than what they looked in the editor, which I'm pleased with. Yeah, your the Wi-Fi plow will definitely do really well on these fields. Let's clean up the edges, and I'll set the seeder off on a helper. Matter of fact, we'll probably wait and see these fields after lunch. Let me get these last two fields plowed. I'm going to grab a lunch break. When I get back from lunch, we'll set a worker off. We'll get these seeded, and then we'll continue filling as many factories as we can. And we'll get those triggers tested. So really on this map, you don't even have to use any of the placeable factories if you don't want. You can just focus on the couple factories that are built in, so mining and fishing, if you don't like heavy factory production. Because everything is built into the map for you to make fish bait with and earthworms with. Let me check the back side to make sure he didn't miss anything along the back edge. And then we'll go get field 26 plowed real quick. Did we miss anything on this back edge, or are we good? So far, so good. Oh, I think we're good. We can head across the street, get field 26 done. I'm going to do this one in barley. I'm going to plant the other little field 26 in soybeans, so we can turn the soybeans into milk. And we could test the mill and make sure the soy milk factory works. So there's a mini mill built into the map. I think it's over by Nick's, where we can turn soybeans into milk. We'll check on that after lunch. So if I did my math correct, I think everything is built into the map for you to make your earthworms with and your fish bait with, without putting any external factories down. Yep, caught this whole edge. All right, let's get this field 26 done real quick. And now I'm going to take an hour break and be back. I'll do the updates, the fixes tonight, and then I'll get it updated. I'll get it to Dixie and Farm Chick tonight. It's going to take me about an hour and a half, or almost 2 hours probably, to upload it. Between the map and, because I got to send them the map, I got to send them the common files folder, and I got to send them the, I'm just going to hire a worker and watch it, sit here a minute. I got to send them the updated auto load truck for the new pallets, the granite pallet and the new Easter egg factory pallet. Well, it doesn't make Easter eggs, so I'm just not going to tell you what it makes. You'll have to discover that one on your own. But I'm just going to hire a worker, sit here for a minute, let him do his thing on this field. Let's let him do his thing here, get out of his way. Since I have just a few minutes, let's grab, where did I leave my tanker? Over here. Let's run this water over to the mill well and keep an eye on that plow at the same time. And then I'm going to get, as soon as that field's done, I'm going to get out of here for lunch. Let's throw the water in the mill. And I'll probably end up putting 2 water fill triggers down. One by the mill and one by stone processing. Yeah, I want to lower that helicopter a little bit so it's flying more over the water. So I'll get that update done tonight as well. I want to lower that a little bit. I want to lower the airplane a little bit. The other thing I didn't look at, let's really quick, is contracts. Okay, so they're all coming up. I didn't check that when I did my testing last night. So we'll do a contract later today too to make sure that there's no issues with equipment and sell points. And I'll get some trees cut after dinner or after lunch so we can get some wood chips in here. Now I think this will take a couple loads of water, so I'm going to get a water trigger put down over here as well. So let's get one. I can throw one right here. Oh, finish. So I think this will take, I think it holds, I upped the quantity, so this may hold either 1 or 2 million liters of water. I can't remember. While that's filling, check the menu real quick. So I think I upped it a little bit. Oh, it'll hold, yeah, no, I didn't up it. It'll hold 1 million liters of water. I thought I upped it to 2. I can probably up it to 2. Let me, I could probably get that taken care of as well before I update it, or upload it. How is that plow doing on 26? Not bad. We're going to have to go back and clean up the edges. I'm going to put another water fill trigger down over by stone processing. So we're going to need one over there. You're going to need water for stone processing. You're going to need water for the stone mine. You need water for the granite mine. And you need water for the wash plants. So I'm going to throw another water fill trigger over here. Stop. All right, let's grab one more. I want to get it over here. Let me spin my camera around. Throw it over here. All right, let's check on that. 26. Not bad. Let's see if he puts himself in the river. So after lunch, all we have to do is buy some diesel and get these factories running. And then cut some trees for the mill. Crap, I can't remember where the water goes. I probably drove right around it. Yep, it was on the other side. I did, I drove right by it. So I think this will hold 2 truckloads of water as well. Or did I mess this one up and only put 500,000 liters? Yeah, it looks like this one's full. So I'll do an adjustment on here. Let me make a note for myself. Water, stone, processing, up it to 1 million liters. So I'll get that taken care of before the update. So we'll up the water in that one, so you don't want to have to fill it as often. Let's grab another load. So far so good on triggers. I don't want to jinx myself, but I haven't found any broken triggers yet. I'm sure Dixie will. So we'll throw some water in here, and then after lunch we'll throw a load of diesel in here. Oh, cool. Trigger works. So this one will take 2 loads of water. Alright. So that answers that question. So this one's set correct. Let's grab one more load of water for that plant. Fishing, there's, see, we have 6 fishing spots, 10 fishing spots per, so that's 60. There's double the triggers, so there's 120 triggers, plus the warehouses to store fish. So there's about almost 200 triggers to test just for fishing. I saw our plow stopped, so I'm going to put the water on hold. We're going to finish the plowing, and then I'm going to get out of here for lunch, and then we'll finish this mess that we started after lunch. So at least he didn't put himself in the water. So I can even sell another load of stone off. We're going to buy as many factories as we can, so we can test as many triggers as we can. Yeah, this will get us. This isn't going to get us a lot of soybeans, but this will get us enough soybeans to get a little bit of milk started to make cheese. So we're definitely going to throw soybeans in this field. Throw barley across the street. All right, now there's a couple fields I noticed I missed a little bit of patch in the middle of the field. I'm not going to go back in and fix them in the editor, so if you see a patch like this, a green, in the middle of your field, all you have to do is turn on Allow Create Fields and go over it, and it'll fix that little patch for you. Just to remember to turn Allow Create Fields back off before you come out here, or you'll mess up your field border. Alright, a little patch down there I need to fix yet. Not bad. I'm going to give the AI helpers like a maybe a C plus or a B minus. They didn't do too bad. Now, these are only a couple of the 57 fields. All right, let's get this plow back to the yard, and then I'm going to grab a lunch break. I'll get these seeded after lunch. Oh, and while I'm thinking about it, hang on, let me get this guy parked. Before I put him in the garage, I want to wash him, so I'm going to put a pressure washer down. But before I forget, I'm going to throw y'all on ending soon. Throw y'all on ending soon. I'm going to save and close the game. Let me make a note for myself. The prices of the animals when you buy them at the pen is priced really high. So I want to lower the animal buy prices at the pens so it doesn't cost you as much money. Save game 13. I've got two different saves started. I've got one for my test map and then one for this map. So I just got to remember that this is save game 13. I appreciate y'all stopping in. I'm going to take about an hour, maybe hour and 15-minute break, and then I will be back. Appreciate everybody stopping in. Appreciate the new follows. Appreciate the bits. And I think I had another sub in there somewhere. But I'll catch y'all in about an hour, hour and 15 minutes.